What's the deal, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Big Will. Life after prison. Let's run it. What's up, people? It's your boy Big Will. And something that a lot of people don't talk about when you go to prison. What to expect. One of the biggest problems out there that people have to deal with when they go to jail is their mind, right? With that being said, we all have families at home. 9 out of 10 of us have families at home, right? When we go to prison. And a lot of people can do the time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can go somewhere and do the time, you know what I mean? A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't deal with that being locked away, that no control. Okay, so, but, you know, a lot of people can do it. Once you're comfortable, once you're realize that it's beyond your will, there's nothing you can do. You realize that you just got to deal with shit, right? But the biggest thing that nobody thinks about when we're out in the streets doing shit, and it's all a good time when we're out there. We all got women that we're taking out and having a good time. We got kids that we're going to the fairs with, and everything's good. Once you get locked away, you don't know what they're doing. Now, my first two bids, I didn't have to worry about it, right? Because they were small. You know what I'm saying? One was for 6 months. Minor things, you know what I'm saying? You go in, before you know it, it's time to come home. You know what I'm saying? One was for 10 months. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? You go in, you do your time, you stay out of trouble, and you go home, right? And we all got that mindset. My girl ain't gonna cheat. No, I got a good girl. She's not gonna cheat. My girl loves me. I've been with her 6 years. I've been with her 8 years. It's the mindset that everybody thinks, right? But when you close your eyes, go to sleep at night, there's other men out there. First thing they start looking for is comfort, right? And now, mind you, most places, unless someone sneaks a cell phone in or some shit like that, the calls end at usually 9 p.m. Okay, if you're a worker, you're a thier runner, the phones stay on till 10 p.m. Okay, so once you're done with your job and everything, you can get the good night talk to your woman and you can send her off, but I'll just keep my situation at first, so like I said, my first two bids, they were 6 months and 10 months. Everything was good, okay? Once I jumped in and got my 17 months, now you're talking over a year and a half, right? So, or just under a year and a half. But anyways, now mind you, this was my ex-girl, right? My daughter's mother, my two daughters' mother, all right? But when I got my 17 months, after the first 6 months or something, you start seeing little changes. You know, you're due for a visit. They come late. You know, you usually call home every day at 7 p.m. or, you know, whatever, a couple times a day. Now they're not answering, you know, or like I called one night and everything was going well, and I hear her sister in the background saying to her, "What, you're sleeping out again?" Right away you can hear the phone get muffled, and you know, right away you're inside and you're going to, fuck she mean you're sleeping out again? Why, like, why, where did you sleep? When did you, you know? Oh, she's only playing. She knew it was you on the phone, and so what? So she's just saying shit to make me and you argue for no reason, right? Like, well, what do I look like, a fucking idiot? You know, then you start getting letters from people. Oh, I seen somebody driving your car, or, you know, I seen your chick with someone in a car, you know. Long story short, like, my ex, the fucking loser that she was, she ended up cheating on me, you know. Cheating on me. She burnt me for thousands of dollars, you know. And like I say, all that shit's all good and well, you know what I'm saying? Because there's other women out there, and, you know, I knew there was not a problem with me finding another chick, you know what I'm saying? But, like in my last video, it's respect and loyalty, right, that I did. You expect her to be loyal, one, because she's your mate, right? But at least have the respect not to put it right in your face, you know what I'm saying, when you're locked up. Because what it does is it causes someone to, you know, if they're stable in their mind and all that shit, they start losing control, you know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, you're in a fight with somebody, you know, or you're popping off at the wrong person, or you're giving the COs a problem, or, you know, your mind starts going crazy. You know, you don't know what to think when you're in there, and you start writing messed up letters home, and you know, then you're not getting mail, and you're inside, like I said, you're finally complacent and comfortable with this fact that I'm not going nowhere for the next year or two, right? 5 years or 10 years. And then you got to worry about your girl at home cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? Now, once I got with my son's mother, and when I went to prison, even when I went to detox, because like I said, a lot of you know in my other videos, I sold drugs for a long time. I was a drug addict, I was a drug dealer, you know, so I sold drugs to support my habit and to make thousands, right? But on top of it, you know, it was just times in my life where, yeah, I was just, you know, finally done, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, once I was comfortable with just being where I was and shit, that part of my mind was set, right? Now all you worry about is at home is the bills. How's your woman gonna pay for the bills, you know? Yeah, you got a girl at work's okay, but when you're a contributing member to your household, when you're paying for bills and you're supporting your family, how they gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter whether you supported them illegally by street activity, whether your job was breaking in houses, selling drugs, gambling, stealing from stores, whatever the case may be, right? When you're helping pay bills and you're bringing that money in, and when your woman is lonely and she's depressed, you go in wondering what they, how they gonna survive without you, right? Once all that's cool and everything's under control, the last thing that you want to worry about is them cheating on you. And then you start getting the phone calls, and you start getting all the news, and like I said, I called home one night, and I was a worker, I was out, so it was right before lockdown, and I give my girl a call, and the phone's ringing, and she answers, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't talk right now," and hangs up on me. I'm like, what the fuck? I call back. She's like, "Listen, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I can't talk right now," and hangs up on me. I'm blown away. Like, what the fuck? Now I gotta start digging in, investigating. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? You gotta call friends. You gotta call family. Hey, what's so and so doing? Or blah blah blah. And yeah, I heard that she's been, seen with a dude in her car, and I heard she's been, and long story short, my girl ended up cheating on me, and like I said, burnt me for thousands of dollars, and I ended up getting out in 2010, and I was just done. It ruined the whole relationship. I got out, found my wife now, she's more loyal to me than I am to my own self, right? My last 2 bids that I did with her, there was no worries. You know what I'm saying? Totally different aspect. You know what I'm saying? I've done 2 bids with her. Another 17 months I did with her, and I did 2.5 years, and I didn't have a worry. I didn't have a worry in the world. Financially I was stable. Emotionally I was broken because I felt like I abandoned my family again. You know what I mean? But again, I was a drug addict. I knew what I was getting my hands into. You know what I'm saying? I knew me being out in the streets, I was selling drugs, and like in the stories I've told before, I ended up having an uncle set me up. You know what I mean? And I ended up going to jail, right? So, but with her, I didn't have to worry. You know what I'm saying? And all of that was out the window. The stress and the concern, and if you called home and the phone didn't answer for some reason, maybe she's at a doctor's appointment, or who knows? Maybe they're just somebody they can't answer the phone at the moment. You don't have that in your mind. Wow, is she cheating on me? Who's she with? You know what I'm saying? You're not one of them guys at the phone every night screaming. You know what I'm saying? Where the F were you today? Where the fuck you with? And that's not shit you don't have to deal with. You know how many guys you hear? You sit there, and dudes say, "Oh, don't pay attention." But a lot of people, they get a cell. It's right where the phones are. You know what I'm saying? On the walls. So when the guy's standing outside your cell and he's screaming and he's swearing, and it's at his girl every night, sometimes you get involved. You know what I'm saying? You try to stay out, but you'll be laying down sometimes, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning when it's morning rec, and you might have afternoon rec, right? The top tier might be out first. So while you're sitting in, you might be sleeping in the morning because you don't want to go out at morning rec, right? And you got somebody on the top tier out there screaming outside your cell. You know what I'm saying? It causes you to get up, and you go back with someone. Shut the fuck up! What the fuck? There's people sleeping, blah blah blah, and it gets to an argument now. Yeah, I'll see you when this. We'll see at Child Week when the doors pop and shit. It's just shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He gets into. So the whole thing of jail. It's not just you going through it. You know what I'm saying? You got family and you got children that go through it, and you know, if you're a guy that's hell bent on being with a chick, you want to have that visit every week. You know, you want that cool, oh, people are visiting me. You know, look, I'm getting money in my books. You know, my girl's this, my girl's that. 9 out of 10 of them, their girls out getting piped by somebody else. You know, when you're locked up at night and she can't, you know, girls get horny, they get feelings too, just like men. You know, and you come home and your neighbor's living in your house. Or, you know, sometimes a family member or a brother or a cousin, you know, just someone else who ain't got loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But, just a thing, dude. If somebody who's out there, messing around in the streets, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? If you're a young kid and you're 20 years old and you ain't got no kids and whatever, no big deal. You throw it to the wind. You write some other chick, they start writing you, you got another girl, right? Everything's cool. But start getting 30, 35 years old, 40 years old, and you're going to jail and you got kids. Even when you're 25 and you got kids, you know, or family, and you start fucking around, excuse me, be prepared that your chick might fuck around with you. You know, it's just life. You know what I'm saying? People need companions. You know, and that's how it is. When you're sitting in a cell and you're lonely, you might reach out to another girl and start writing other girls. You know, thinking that your girl's not gonna find out. You're sitting in jail and she's home and she's being loyal to you, and you're writing to another girl. Shit like that, stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? But just keep in mind, like I said, if you're out there doing shit and you're in the streets, be prepared if you go to jail. There's a lot more than just you have to worry about. It's your family, your kids, your relationship, bills. There's so many things to think about when you go to jail. Your car insurance, all that shit. Who's gonna take care of all that shit? Your bank account, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? And it depends on how long you're gonna go, you know? Some people do stupid shit. They get into a fight with someone and end up, somebody dies. They get, you know, not on purpose. You didn't murder them, but they died homicide. They fell, banged their head on the cement, you know? And now you're going for life, you know what I'm saying? Did you prepare for that? Usually people don't prepare that they're going to jail. Usually people don't set aside money for when they go to jail. You know, people just do their bullshit every day, and one day you're locked up, and that's it. You know, and you come home and your world's in shambles. You know, you lost your apartment, you lost thousands of dollars. These are all things that I've been through. You know, you know, you've lost a couple of cars now, and it's not lost. Let me replace that word, and I say it all the time. It's not lost, it's given away. When you're mindfully doing crime and you get caught, it's your fault, and you gave all that shit away. Nobody took it from you. You didn't lose it. You gave it away, okay? Because you could easily gotten a regular job, smartened up, you know, didn't break into houses, weren't out there drinking and driving, you know, you wasn't selling drugs, whatever your crime is, okay? If you would have just thought, you know, we're not bad people. This shitbag Peanut, a rat, in his video, he's saying, you know, I was in jail with losers and, you know, shitbags and, you know, the worst kind of people. Like, he was in jail with them people, right? But we're not bad people, dude. We just make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was a shitbag because he was breaking into people's houses and taking their belongings that they worked for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was a shitbag because he fucking ratted on someone. He ratted on himself and everybody else, you know? And how do you make out with that? Still ended up doing time, right? he's the rat and he does time and everybody else he says goes home, right? How the fuck did he make out? Loser, scumbag, right? Piece of shit. Rat on top of it. But, you know, people in jail, yeah, there are some scumbag people in there. There are some rapists. You know, there are some child molesters. There are some people that beat their own kids and, you know, and beat their women on a daily basis. Yeah, there are some scumbags, but not everybody's a bad person in jail. You know. With that being said, let you all know, think before you act. You know, a lot of shit can be avoided. Jail can be avoided if you just use your mind, use your head. You know, unless you just don't care and you don't think, and it's unavoidable. And them streets are only going to get you death or prison, 2 places. But with that being said, you know who it is. It's your boy Big Will. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll keep coming in, taking a peek and disappearing. Subscribe. It might be a video that you like. It might be a video you don't like. You might not like any of them. But still subscribe. See what kind of person I am. You know, you might get to know me. You might get to like me. Even if you don't. Come in, check me out, and bullshit on me. Call me a fuckboy. It don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. But for all you people that have subscribed, I appreciate you. If you do subscribe, hit the like button. Even if you don't like the video, hit the like button. Send a comment. Tell me what you did and didn't like about the video. And hope to see you on the next one. That being said, let's keep rocking. It's your boy Big Will, signing out. Life after prison. There is life after prison. Peace.